no one really wants to be rejected, but here we are. So one thing about being rejected is that obviously it sucks. No one wants to be rejected. I've been rejected too many times to count, and not enough times to remember. But there's something you can kind of get from rejection. Like film festivals I've been rejected from, jobs I've been rejected from, positions in productions I've been rejected from. I mean, car loans, relationships, you name it, I've been rejected from. But it's okay because in ways I've learned a lot from that. Like you learn from rejection, you should. But here is probably another thing to think about when it comes to rejection, and that's purpose. What I mean by that is, well, let's do two things. So one thing on one hand is when you're rejected, you get a little bit of experience of what that feels like. So if you're a writer, you kind of want to know what that feels like because you're inevitably going to create and make a character that has to be rejected because you have to create stakes and resilience in your writing. You have to have this character arc where they're fighting for something, where maybe they are the anti-hero or the hero or whatever you develop them to be. You can't be Superman. Like even Superman as a character has to fight through some sort of adversity. So that's one way to think about it is. Then the other part of rejection that I think people tend to miss is alignment. Here's the idea. If I ask you, who is this for? Who is your movie for? Who is your product for? Who is this piece for? More often than not, people say, well, it has something for everybody. That's not alignment. That's not targeted. That's not informed. That's not aligned. You have to know your audience. You have to know who it's for. And being rejected kind of lets you know one or two things. Either this thing isn't quite good enough yet, or you have missed your mark on your target. You're not aligned on who this is for. And when you figure out who it's for, you can start to tailor how you present your product, project, or film to them. How do you get it to them? Because everyone just isn't going to like everything. Personally, I have friends that always suggest movies to me that not that I don't like, that I haven't seen because it's not my genre. I love horrors, thrillers, a few comedies, things that have stakes involved, and thriller. I'm probably not going to rush out to see some animated film. I'm probably not going to rush out to see a rom-com. Like, those are things where you're telling a person who likes something that's a little darker to go see something that's a little bit more vibrant. And even though I probably will see them, it's just not with my alignment. So it's harder for me to want to go do that. And I think a lot of people miss that part. A lot of times when you're trying to create this product, all you're thinking about is a product, but you're not thinking about who it's for, how to message to them, how to get it to them. If you can't figure that out, then you're in for a lot of rejection. And you don't want to make this brilliant masterpiece or this thing that really has some teeth to it and not know who it's for. Is it for addicts? Is it for grandmas? Is it for, like, this is generally what like companies are trying to figure out every day. That's what the algorithm is trying to figure out every single day. You have to be your own algorithm if you're going to get your product to the people. If you can't figure that out, if you don't know what that looks like, if you don't know who the person on the other side of the camera looks like, how do you ever expect to have a moment?